Today, we're diving into one of Hollywood's biggest scandals, the case of P. Diddy. How did he go from being a music icon to one of the most controversial figures in the industry? P. Diddy's journey is full of highs and lows, where victories are mixed with a series of controversies and crimes that marked his career. The story of this man who built an empire in the shadows of Hollywood will surprise you. Get ready to uncover the details most people don't know, because the truth behind P. Diddy's empire is much darker than you imagine. Sean John Combs, better known as P. Diddy, was born in Harlem, New York in 1969. His childhood was marked by financial difficulties and violence in his community. When he was just 2 years old, his father was killed in a shooting which had a profound impact on his life. Raised by his mother, Jacine, a school assistant, and his grandfather, P. Diddy spent most of his youth in Mount Vernon, a suburb of New York. From a young age, Diddy developed a passion for music and sports, especially football. During his teenage years, he had to work hard to help support his family by delivering newspapers. Although he was a good student, P. Diddy was determined to achieve something greater than his reality. He started getting involved in the music scene as a dancer, and his energy and charisma soon caught the attention of artists and producers. His big break into the music world came when he started working with Andre Harrell, founder of Uptown Records. In 1989, P. Diddy joined Howard University, where he studied business, but quickly dropped out to pursue his music career. It was clear that he had a unique ability to make connections and promote events. He organized college parties that attracted large crowds and was soon noticed by Andre Harrell, who invited him to be an intern at Uptown Records. This was the key to his entrance into the music world. In 1991, Diddy founded Bad Boy Records, a record label that would change the hip-hop scene. One of his first major successes was signing notorious B.I.G., a rapper who would go on to become a legend in the genre. P. Diddy had a unique talent for spotting talent and also for shaping his artist images, which would be crucial to his success. However, his path wouldn't be without challenges. In 1993, tragedy struck P. Diddy. During a charity event organized by him, overcrowding led to the deaths of 9 people and injured 29 others. While Diddy was not found criminally responsible, the tragedy led to lawsuits against him and the event's organization. This incident generated a wave of criticism, but he managed to bounce back. Throughout the 1990s, Diddy continued to expand his musical empire and became involved in public disputes with other artists and record labels. He also began to cultivate his public image, participating in high-profile parties and events, which boosted his visibility. His name became even more famous when he began dating Jennifer Lopez, bringing even more attention to his personal life. However, his fame was also accompanied by controversies, including a shooting in 1999 at a New York club. Although he fled the crime scene with Jennifer, P. Diddy's image as someone involved in violent situations was solidified. He faced accusations of being responsible for conflicts with other artists and of running a network of parties and events that were governed by unofficial rules, where violence and abuse were often mentioned. In the 90s, Bad Boy Records became one of the most influential labels in the music world. Artists like Mace, Faith Evans, and of course, notorious B.I.G. achieved fame and success under P. Diddy's guidance. He also became involved in various other businesses, including fashion and alcoholic beverages. His ability to expand his brand was impressive, but as his power grew, so did tensions with his associates and family. One of the high points of his career was the creation of the Sean John brand, a clothing line that reflected his unique style and fashion vision. Additionally, he continued to expand into new markets and diversify his investments. In 2001, he began investing in the beverage industry by launching the Ciroc vodka brand. But as his empire grew, so did accusations that he was benefiting from unfair contracts with his artists, and that his behavior was becoming more authoritarian and driven by personal interests. In 2023, a new layer to the P. Diddy case emerged. Cassandra Ventura, his ex-partner, filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of physical, verbal, and sexual abuse. She revealed that during their relationship, P. Diddy had a pattern of aggressive and controlling behavior. Moreover, allegations surfaced that he forced women to participate in private parties that became known as freak-offs. At these parties, Diddy allegedly forced women to perform sexual acts, filmed the scenes, and later used the recordings to blackmail them. Other women began speaking out, sharing similar stories of abuse. Investigations pointed to a pattern of abusive behavior by Diddy at many of these parties, which involved coercion and manipulation. Many of these women claim they felt pressured to participate in these acts to please P. Diddy, who used his influence and power to get what he wanted. The situation grew even more complicated when allegations of human trafficking, drugs, and ties to criminal organizations came to light. Diddy, once seen as a great businessman and hip-hop icon, was now being accused of running an empire built on the exploitation and abuse of women, as well as links to illegal activities. The investigations into P. Diddy intensified, and the media began exposing details of his involvement with criminals, drug trafficking, and illicit practices. His name was associated with some of Hollywood's biggest scandals. In September 2024, he was arrested after new allegations of involvement in criminal activities. His mansion in Miami, valued at over $50 million, was identified as the center of many of these illegal activities, and the police began gathering evidence of his involvement in a network of drug trafficking and prostitution. Additionally, new revelations emerged regarding his alleged involvement in unresolved cases, such as the murders of Tupac Shakur and notorious B.I.G. While the investigations have not yet concluded, authorities have begun to reassess P. Diddy's role in the deaths of both rappers, with many suggesting he had more involvement than originally thought. Now, P. Diddy faces a series of lawsuits and investigations that could lead to a life sentence. His career, which once seemed invincible, is now on the verge of collapse. With more than 11 lawsuits filed against him by the end of September 2024, Diddy's future remains uncertain. The empire he built over decades may be destroyed due to the accusations that have emerged. The question everyone is asking is, how did a man who was adored by millions, who built an empire and became one of Hollywood's most influential figures, fall so deeply? P. Diddy's case is an example of how fame can hide the darkest parts of a person's life. The case of P. Diddy continues to unfold, and new revelations are emerging every day. What will happen to him and his empire? Only time will tell. Until the next video, where we will continue exploring the biggest scandals that have marked Hollywood history.